Welcome back to World of Warcraft, Wrath of the Lich King. Today we're going to start our episode with playing turns. We're going to start with Jayna Proudmoore. She's down here in Valen's Keep. So I have to do a bit of thinking what we want to do with her. Of course, the name of the game is we have to complete the 3 quests out on the board before we can get to the Ice Citadel and take on the Lich King. So let's let me see what we're going to do with her. I think I actually want her to go up and take out the Abomination and start on the yellow quest, the Argent Tournament, I think. So we'll go ahead and see how we're going to do that with Jayna Proudmoore. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use her special ability, which is Teleport, and it says action. So for one action, he has 4 actions. Move directly to any space up to 4 spaces away, limit once per turn. So she's going to go ahead and do that right now. She's going to move 4 spaces. So she's going to go from here 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, the ghouls in spaces don't mess around or have anything to do with your movement. So there you go. And then for one more action, she's going to move up into the space where the quest is and the Abomination. So she's right there, ready to take on the Abomination. A little bit hard to see there. We'll zoom in a little bit, and for her 3rd action, she will do a fight action, and she does have a fight card that can contribute 2 fists to the fight if she needs it. So let me get out the dice tray. For fight action, we're going to be rolling 2 dice, and we do need to have 3 fists all together at one action to defeat the Abomination. Let's see if we can do that. Alright, I hope this is going to zoom in nicely. So we're going to be rolling the 2 dice. We're looking for 3. At least we hope we get 3. We got 2. Alright, and the unfortunate bit of business, and with the 2, we are going to have to spend the fight card to add 2 more, giving us a total of 4. That's going to go to the discard hero card pile. So we do have 4 fists, but we have no defense. But we don't need it because with 4, that's enough to take the Abomination out. It is destroyed, which is good. And Jayna Proudmoore has 1 action remaining, and I think she's right there at the Argent Tournament. So I think she's going to go ahead and try and do 1 quest action right now to do that. She's at 6 hit points of health as well, just to mention there. So she's cleaned off the Abomination. We're going to do a quest action, so we're going to take a look at the Argent Tournament sheet, see what it entails for the quest action. Alright, so I actually pulled the card off the board because it's easier to see down here. So she's going to suffer 2 damage for doing a quest action here at the end of it. And it says when you quest here, you contribute 1 fewer cards. You can only contribute 1 card anyway. She doesn't even have a fight card left because she had to use it to take out the Abomination. So we're not going to worry about that. But she will be rolling 2 dice, and for every fist symbol, we will be moving down the track 1 space. And of course, at the end of it, she's going to take 2 damage. But let's not forget, with Jayna Proudmoore, she also has Frost Armor. Oh, this is when you fight, not when you quest. Excuse me. So this is not a fight action, this is a quest action. So she will take 2 damage for attempting this quest action. Let's hope she gets a whole bunch of fists. So get out the dice tray again and give it a roll. I know we're in the red area. This is just a little easier to film here than trying to stretch up to the top of the board. So we're looking for fist symbols to help along with that quest. And not bad. Oh, well, she gets a she got a shield, so that's good. That's actually quite good. So she got 2 fist symbols. That's going to move the track along 2 spaces. And she has 1 defense. So instead of taking 2 damage, she's only going to take 1. So that's actually not bad. Alright, so we are moving the quest down 2 spaces to here. So of course we get to the final space here, we complete the quest. We're going to take 2 damage, but of course Jayna has 1 shield to block 1 of the damage. She's going to take 1 damage. She's going from 6 hit points, dropping down to 5. Now remember, if you get knocked out, you lose 2 on the despair track. You lose all of your cards. Yeah, it's not a good scene. Alright, that's going to be the end of Jayna's 4 actions. So we're going to go up next in order of the turn. Alright, so the next thing we do on a turn is we draw 2 hero cards off the top of the deck. And these will be 2 new cards for Jayna. And she gets a Stronghold. Okay, cool. And Heal, free action. Here on your space, heals +1. It can be played on a quest space. So she has another heal card. She has 2 of them. And I must say the graphics on every card is different. So every heal card, every defend card, every travel card, every fight card has a different graphic. They're not the same, which is really nice. And play immediately. You place a Stronghold on any space without a quest or a Stronghold. Of course, that then will go out of the game. So the Strongholds are these little tokens here. So we get to place one. We're going to place it anywhere on the board we like. And I'm wondering if we shouldn't place it down over in this area where there's a whole bunch of nasty little dudes. I think we're going to place them here. I think you can place them with ghouls. I don't think it said anything about that. It just said place 1 Stronghold on a space without a quest or a Stronghold. This space does not have a quest or a Stronghold, so we will put one there. That will allow our Dwarven character to move directly there as a flight action, which is actually kind of what I wanted to do anyway. All right, so that's the end of that part of Jayna's turn. Up next, I think we are going to be populating some ghouls out on the board, and we're sitting on the Scourge track. There's a 2 showing there, so we're going to be pulling 2 cards off the top of the deck, and we're going to be placing 1 ghoul in each space of showing on those cards. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to, the Shadow Vault is going to get 1 ghoul, so go ahead and do that. Shadow Vault is actually right next door to Jayna, so they're mustering their troops. And the second card is going to be at Frosthold. We're going to get right where our dwarf is going to get 1 as well. And then the final part of the turn would be Abominations activate, but Jayna nicely took out the Abomination that was on the board, so we don't have any. And that's going to be the end of Jayna's turn. We're going to do one more turn for our episode. Of course, it's going to be our dwarf Moradin, and let's try and figure out what he is going to do. He has a lot of defense cards at the moment, and he can now, for a action, travel directly to the Stronghold, which is, I think, what he might want to do. Well, I'll come right back, I'll figure that out. Alright, so I think for our first action for Moradin, we are going to have him take the flight path action, which means he can move directly to a Stronghold, which is awesome. So we get him to move right over here where we have like 6 ghouls populating the area, which is bad news. And then we're going to take a look at his special ability here. It says 1 ghoul from your space or a connected space, limit once per turn. So we can remove a ghoul from his current space or a connected space as a free action. He can do that once per turn. So that's his Frostbolt action. Doesn't cost him an action. He'll have 3 remaining. We're going to remove 1 right here from Valgard. Whoops. Just to get this down to 2. Because again, overruns will cause the Despair Tracker to drop 1, as well as adding an Abomination if we can. Not good. For his second action, he will do a fight action here at the Stronghold, and we're going to try and wipe out some of these ghouls. He has lots of defense cards, so we're going to go ahead and do a fight action for his second action, and we are looking for fists. So he gets 2 fists, which is nice. That's going to destroy 2 of the ghouls here. But of course, at the end of the fight action, if there are any ghouls remaining, they contribute 1 damage per ghoul, and that is going to cause him a damage. Now he has 8 health. I don't know if it's worth burning one of his defense cards to prevent 2 damage just for that. I don't think we're going to. We're going to hang on to it. It's going to suffer 1 damage. Going to go from 8 health down to 7. And that's going to be, that was his second action. I guess he'll do another fight action. Let's go ahead and he'll do 1 more fight action right there. You can do as many fight actions. You can keep doing these actions as well. So fight action, he's going to go ahead and see if he can take out the final ghoul. And we wish we would have got that at the last roll, but he got 2 fists and 2 shields. So he takes out the final ghoul. He has 1 action remaining. And with his final action, where does he want to go? I forgot. When the Lich King's in your area, he adds +1 damage. So I'm retroing something. He will take 1 of his defense cards and burn it because he would have taken 2 damage instead of 1 because the Lich King's in the purple area. I forgot about that. Sorry about that. So he's going to be back at 8 health, but he will have had to have burnt his defense card. And then in the final battle there, he wiped out the last ghoul, and he got 2 shields as well. So the Lich King would do 1 hit, he negates 2 of them. So there's that. So for his final action, I think he's going to move over here, because I think I want to get him over to this quest, possibly the next episode, and start having him working on this quest. And this one says, after each quest action here, spawn a ghoul on this space. So things could start getting ugly, but we have to get the quests completed or we're not going to win the game. All right, that's going to be the end of all of his actions. Of course, at the end of that, now he's just going to draw 2 cards. So we'll just go ahead and do that off the top of the deck. And he gets a fight card. Add 1 to the fight. And a heal card, free action. Heal +1. And again, like I said, every one of these cards has different graphics. Really, really nice. So that's going to be the cards he has at the end of his turn. And of course, now we need to populate some more ghouls on the board, because of course we don't have enough. So we're going to go ahead, zoom out, and do that. Alright, we're going to get some more ghouls showing up. So we take the top 2 cards, 1 ghoul per location. So Thrim's End, we'll get a ghoul, and that's right up here. And 1 more card, and it's going to be, whoops, let's grab a whole bunch of them. Wow, Wormrest Temple, alright, which is down here. We'll also get another ghoul. Alright, and then Abominations would activate, but there's no Abominations. Good job, Jayna, for taking that one out. And that's going to be the end of the turn. So I'm going to zoom quickly on our 2 characters so you can see their hit points, their cards that they have. Keep that in mind. And then we'll just wrap up our episode for today. Alright, so it's kind of 50,000 feet, but I just wanted to kind of wrap up here. So Jayna's down to 5 health. Barden is sitting at 8 health. Jayna's got a travel card, 2 heal cards, and Muradin's got a travel, moving to a defense of 2, a heal card, and a fight card for 1. So that's where we sit at the end of our episode today. Back to the main board, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, so we've made a tiny bit of progress on the Argent Tournament quest. We've knocked a bunch of ghouls off the board, but of course they keep populating continuously. And that's going to wrap us up for today. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King. And yeah, we got to get rid of these 3 quests. And we have to take on the Lich King himself, defeat him, hopefully, before our despair tracker hits the bottom. So thanks so much, and we'll see you tomorrow for the continuation World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King.